Alright guys, today I am here with the co-captain of Aspire Rising vVv Razor. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's been quite a good day, and I hopefully want to take the good day I've had and pour it down into the ladder right now.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. Now you have been with like vVv for a couple months now I would say. How has your time been?
Well, it's been an amazing experience. I mean, the fact that vVv-gaming would take me in itself would was really incredible for me. I was super happy about it. I even cried a bit when I was in my interview with Doomhammer. And yeah, all this time, everything has been more than fantastic. And I've done my best to be sure that I'm not letting them down.
That's always a good thing. That is a very good thing. Now being a part of the Team Rising, did why did you want to join the team?
Well, first, because ever since I was young, I've always been around into competitive gaming, playing in different FPS games, like Quake, some Call of Duty 4, and other titles. I've always been like into the competitive scene as well. So I really like the fact that that you have teams, when you have teams, that there's a practice environment around that, and the Aspire program, I believe, is the living embodiment of what every single team should aspire to be, and which is why I was seriously committed to getting into that. But the first Aspire team was full, so they had no more turn openings. Now they do, but we have our own team right now.
Definitely. And how are you liking being on the team so far?
Well, it's really nice. I mean, I'm doing my best as a captain of the team. I'm trying to just always give good ideas. I'm trying to always be there and helping out people. I want to be that go-to guy that everyone can come with their problems. I want to be there to support my members, not just only when it comes to playing and everything like that, but if they ever have a personal problem, or if they ever have situations with anyone on the team as well, I want to be there to solve those differences.
Definitely. Now, currently you live in Chile. I know you are moving to Florida soon, but is the time change, distance, any of that causing any issues with practice or like with the team at all?
Well, the thing is, it's gonna take me. Well, not it's not gonna take me that much to move, but it's gonna take me at least like a week or so to get set up. So I might be away for just 1 week or so, not more than that. So it is gonna affect my showing up to team practices, but it'll only be a week, I hope. Otherwise, I'll have to just go around and steal internet from random places. But but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get my stuff together right now. I'm applying for the fall semester on next year on Florida Atlantic. So I'll hope they take me, and if they do, I'll get my student visa, and I already have like a place set up where to live and everything. So I'll be pretty near you.
That's good. That's good. Now, you play Terran. Is there any reason you chose that race?
Well, particularly no. When I was in Brewer, when I used to play Brewer, I was Terran as well. I've always like, I've always been fascinated about like mechanic units and stuff like that, robots and everything. So in Brute War, you'd see Terran was very mechanic when it came to actual units. So besides playing the campaign, because I did like the first thing I did before even starting to play multiplayer was to finish the campaign with all three races to see which one I liked the most. And I gotta say, I really like Dark Templars, but I believe like Ghosts and Vultures just took it away from me. I was a really great fan of those units.
Good, good, good. Now, the team's goals is to get each player into the esports. What are your personal goals for esports?
Well, there's several stuff I want to achieve. Lately, I've been realizing that I do want to get involved with esports further. I mean, far more than just being a player on a community, on the StarCraft 2 community right now. I do want to do bigger stuff. I do want to work for a bigger company right now. I want to work somewhere along the lines of marketing, and I've been working closely with Doom to actually help them out when it comes to marketing campaigns.
That's would be awesome. Um,
Yeah, thanks.
Now you've been in the uh, La Latin American esports scene for a like while now. Tell us about your experience with that.
Well, the Latin American scene is very, very different from what the North American scene is. It's pretty much comparing North America to Europe or Korea. There's always like a level. There's always a gap in skill level. So it didn't took me that long before I reached like Masters level in Latin America, and I was starting to play Grandmaster level players. But then I realized when I moved to North America that the challenge was yet to be just risen because there was a lot of even better players than the ones in Latin America, which was why I decided, like, I took the final decision of actually moving my account to the North American server, looking for a greater challenge, and I believe I have found it. I'm currently in Diamond League, and I'm working a lot to improve, and there's a lot of things I do have to patch, and there's a lot of things I do have to improve. But other than that, I do have another account on Europe, which is also Diamond. It's a bit closer to Masters because the gameplay is just much more standard there.
All right. Now, with the global play coming up in the like Heart of the Swarm patch, um, are you looking forward to that? Are like you gonna like able to go versus different level players from different countries?
Well, there's a good side and there's a bad side for that. I believe one of the main things that's going to be important when it comes to actually when it comes to the global play is going to be latency, because right now, let's say you have an account on each server like I do. If you have an account on each server, you can actually play with players from all around the world. But the problem is when you play in the Korean server, you have a 0.3 second delay on your actions, which is actually something that might hinder you when it comes to the higher levels of play. So it's all going to come down to how efficient they are with the connections on the server itself, and that if there's no lag at all, like it there used to be in Brewer, so if there's no lag at all, it should be such a great and amazing experience, because that way we will have, instead of having like local regional ladders and local regional like good people, good players, we will have like a world ladder. The scene will get so much more competitive, and I believe and that will give newer players the opportunity to get the widely known, not just in the region but like worldwide.
Definitely, definitely. Now, you personally helped set up the team practice times and days for Rising. Um, what are your thoughts on how the actual setup turned out and how the first couple of days have gone?
Well, the first practice, because actually yesterday was Thanksgiving, so we didn't do an official practice, and my lights went out, so I can actually play. But the first practice was really good. Everything was really organized. I have to give personal props to Darkness and Gunhawks, because they took their responsibilities far beyond that they had to what they had committed. Like Gunhogs assisted people as as the coach, because Infested wasn't going to be available to play, and then Darkness stayed up really late because he has the free week, and
Uh,
normally he is not able to do that. So big shout out to them. Also, Haphazard is doing an amazing job as a coach, And since for first practice, I think it was really good, really solid. Everyone knew what they needed to work on, and everyone came out with a clear idea of where they needed to improve. So it'll get better over time. That's my expectations. I think it'll get better over time. So only time can tell how effective are we going to be with practice.
Definitely, definitely. Now, yes, there are team practice, but every player also trains on their own. When you're doing your own form of like training, is there any certain things you do to help you practice?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, well, every the way I see it, there's several aspects that make up for every game. One of them is mechanics, which is how effective are you doing the actions you're supposed to do in the game, like your mouse and keyboard control, and other stuff similar to that. There's the game knowledge that means how well do you know the game and how well do you know what you need to do to counter certain things or to play against certain type of opponents. And then there's the actual execution. There's the actual execution.
Hmm.
So you can, if even if you know a lot and even if you have really good mechanics, maybe your execution isn't as clear and crisp as it could be, which is the main problem I have. If your execution isn't clear as it could be, then that means you're still going to be hindered when it comes to actual gameplay, and your skill level is going to be hindered because you are not working on one of the three aspects, which is really important. You always have to be working on three of those. So to improve, answering your question, so what I do is I train each and every specific aspect separately, and then I try to bring them all together in the actual ladder. But the first thing I do is train my mechanics with a map that's called Dark Lines Multitasking Trainer, which helps you be really efficient with your hotkeys and your unit control, also your macro and your production and everything. That helps a lot with when it comes to just mechanics. When it comes to actual game knowledge or game sense, you have to. I do watch a lot of tournaments. I do watch a lot of GSL. I do watch a lot of replays. A lot of replays because I believe that's the best way of learning from someone because you'll always see their point of view against facing certain things and what are the things that tell a player that something is coming. So it's really much better for me watching an actual replay than watching a VOD, even though the VOD is
Mm.
quite interesting. And when it comes to execution, then I'll just play a game against the computer and very easy, and try to just have the cleanest as execution as possible. Like not even a single mistake is allowed because you're playing a computer. So I try to do that, and then when I bring them together, I try to incorporate every single aspect of what I've trained into the ladder, and I've actually had a lot of success with that now that I started doing this training method.
Good, good, good. Now, with the Aspire program, there's actually multiple teams. We are the second team formed. The first team has a lot more practice, and does that intimidate you at all?
Not really. I believe you can't really measure a team's skill with the amount of practice. It's all about the quality. I think quality content is much better than a lot of content. So it's all going to come down to how effective their practices actually are. So if we get our stuff together and start like really getting the most out of practice, uh, we can catch up to the first team when it comes in terms of skill level and player and commitment. What I do like think we are at a disadvantage is that every single player in the first Aspire team has known each other for a while and they've played each other for a while. They have much more team synergy than we do right now. So that is definitely something that could change the fate of, let's say, a team war if we ever were to play one. Because if you know your players better, you know who to send against who, and that actually can change the outcome of the actual game, regardless of skill level.
Definitely, definitely. Now, you you help. run the team. Do you have any future goals, projects, anything you are like working on with the team to get them moving forward, or just get them training better, or just anything?
Well, there's a certain pattern that I'm trying to follow. There's a lot of things. I mean, I do want to achieve everything with the team. I do want to get them all sponsored. I do want to get them all to travel to MLG or to travel to different events, pretty much like one might say I am or any Korean team.
Hmm.
I do want them all traveling to that and competing in different events. But I believe it's a ladder. It's a step by step. You don't get better. You don't do that overnight. You have to take small steps to success. There's not really a shortcut. There's not really a fast way of doing it. And if you are successful at taking these small steps, you're getting a little bit closer to actually achieving your goal. And if you continue doing them effectively, you realize that at one point you already done most of the part that you needed to do, so you're not actually in the part that you wanted to be in the first place.
Definitely, definitely. That's basically the main things I like wanted to ask. Is there anything about you that I didn't cover that you would just like your fans to know?
Well, I'm a brony. That's uh that's one thing that I don't think I have fans yet, but if they ever do, they should know that. I'm a really relaxed guy. I'm not really one to get stressed over stuff. I'm really hardworking. I think hard work pays a lot, and it doesn't matter if you have the actual talent or not. Hard work can compensate for a lot of that, one might say, talent that you may have or not. So what like a single message that I would give everyone that would watch this would be, it doesn't matter. Like it's always good to strive to for being the best. It's always good to want to be the best, but along the way, the journey will become more important than the actual goal. So always be sure that whatever you're doing, into working to achieving your goal is leaving a mark. Whatever you're doing is actually counting and not just a single, just another thing that you have to do to get to that goal. The road, the experience that you will get will be much important than achieving the actual goal. And if you look back, you'll be able to see that sort of legacy or print that you left with your little grain of sand, one might say.
No? All right, definitely. Now, is there anyone you want to thank for helping you get to where you are?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Uh, a lot of people, a lot of people. When it comes to actual StarCraft, I do wanna help. I mean, I wanna give a shout out to two people. My first coach, whose name is Fallen. I do want to thank him a lot because he taught me the basics of the game when I was like ranked 90 bronze and didn't even know how to play. I had like a 15 straight up loss streak. So he taught me the basics. He taught me that everything like StarCraft all over again because I had quit Broodware so long ago. He taught me StarCraft all over again. He taught me what I needed to do to become a really good player, and I'm really appreciative of that. And when I first reached VVV, the first person to help me out considerably was Wakai, VV Wakai, former player of the Aspire One team, who is now retired due to personal reasons. I do want to give him a big shout out, and I can't thank him enough for everything that he did to me. Other than that, there's Sugar Bear, the community manager, soon to be former community manager. But Sugar Bear, he is an amazing person. He's really good at finding those things in people. I mean, seeing those things in people that sometimes not even yourself can see. And he showed me the way. He in a certain way showed me the way of what the things that I wanted to do, and the fact that I was at one point I wasn't really aware of what my passion was. He helped me realize that. And the other person I want to thank is you, Fluffy,
Hmm.
because you're one of the nicest persons. I mean, people I've ever met. Sorry, and you're just determination, your enthusiasm, or you're just like your overall niceness, one might say. I'm not even sure that's a word, but your overall attitude has helped me cope with some several things that I had with myself. Like I was really impatient and a little short tempered, and I've really come a long way working from that. And I believe most of that is because I met you and you've helped me out with that. So thank you.
You're definitely welcome. Well, thank you for giving me your time to talk with you, and just thank you for your hard work on growing esports.
Great. Just one more thing. Give
Of
me a
course,
second.
of course. Nice, nice. There you go. The Brony vVv Razor. All
There,
right,
that was just my giant MLP banner.
no problem. Now, thank
Shout out
you.
to Santran.
Thank you to and anyone and everyone who views this and views any videos on my channel. Please follow me on this. Follow me on twitch.tv at vVvFluffy, and I will have links to all these in my channel's bio and all that kind of stuff. Please watch my other videos. Have a great day.